Thank you. सदस्यमान भक्तिवेदांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, रामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय, प्रेम से गौर श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद से अद्वैत गदाधर शिवास आदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवद्वीप धाम की जय, स्वामी दो भक्तवृंद की जय, गंगा माई All glory to the Ashram. Thank you very much.
Controversial. I mean, he spent all yesterday making it. No? He spent all day making it, the dress. And fresh flowers.
हरिधामसु तेषु तेषु ते प्रभाव निचया विहिताश्चर्य गोलोक नाम्नि निज धाम्नि तले ततश्च देवी महेश हरिधामसु तेषु तेषु ते प्रभाव निचया विहिताश्चर्येन गोविंदमादि पुरुषं तमहं भजा गोलोक नाम्नि निज धाम्नि. There is a planet in the spiritual world. The material world, you can see the material sky, limit of the sky, the horizon, but you are not able to reach even the moon planet, the nearest planet. But within this universe, within this horizon, there are innumerable planets. Asesha, Jasa Prabha Prabhavato Jagadanna Koti, Kotishu Aseshu Vasudhadi Vibhuti Ginnam. By the shining effulgence from the body of Krishna, that is called Brahma Jyoti. Within that Brahma Jyoti or effulgence, there are innumerable universes. Ananta Koti. Jasa Prabha Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti. Koti means innumerable. 1 million, 10 million is equal to 1 lakh. As such, 100 lakhs makes a koti. So, actually we see there are innumerable planets. But beyond this creation, this is material creation, 1/4 manifestation, 1/4 manifestation of God's creation, this material world. This is also only one universe. There are innumerable universes clustered together. And beyond this clustering of universes, there is another sky, which is called Parabhoma, or spiritual sky. If you want to go there, then you have to penetrate through the material coverings, earth, water, fire, air, like that. Each layer so big, and the next layer is 10 times more than the first layer. In this way, there are several layers. So penetrating through that several layers, you reach the spiritual sky. And after reaching the spiritual sky, there are so many Vaikuntha planets, spiritual planets. So that is summarized, Goloko namni nijadhamni tale chatasya. The topmost planet is called Goloka, or Krishna Loka. Go means cow. Krishna is very much fond of cows. Therefore, that planet is called also Goloka, the planet full of cows. We have recited Brahma Samhita today. Chintamani prakada sadmasu kalpa vrikha lakha britesu surabhira vipalayantam. Krishna is engaged in tending cows. He is very much fond of cows. Surabhi, they are not ordinary cows. In the spiritual world, everything is spiritual. So, there is a planet, Golokana. So, that is the highest planet. Golokanamni Nijadhamni, that is the personal abode. Golokanamni Nijadhamni Tale Chatasya. Under that planet, there are other planetary systems. They are called Devi Dhama, Mahesha Dhama, Hari Dhama. Now this universe, this material world is called Devi Dhama. Devi Dhama. It is under the control of the material energy. Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Rekha Chaiva Jasya Bhuvanani Vibhakti Durga. This energy is also personified called Durga Devi. So, above this planetary system, there is Mahesha Dham. Mahesha Dham, in the border between spiritual sky and material sky. Above that, there are Haridham, the Vaikuntha planets, where Narayana, in various forms, it is predominating. And above all of them, there is Goloka Dham or Krishna Dham. The picture we have given in Srimad Bhagavatam. So, Golokanamni Nijadhamni Tale Chatasya Devi Mahesh Haridham Sute Sute Tete Prabhav Nichaya Vihitartha Jena. Each planetary system has got specific atmosphere. Everything is specific. So that is done, that is created by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, in this way, Krishna is there in the topmost Goloka Dham. But still, Goloka Dhamni Nivasati, although he is living there, Akhilatma Bhuta, he is everywhere. He is everywhere. That is Krishna. It's like we are sitting in this hall. We are not in our apartment, house. Krishna is not like that. He is in the Golokanamni Nijadhamni, in his own planet. He is engaged in his occupation. Somewhere he is tending cows, somewhere he is dancing with the gopis. He is going on with his enjoying occupations. But still, he is everywhere. Golokanamni, Golokaiva Nivasati. Nivasati means although he is living there. Akhilatma Bhuto. He is everywhere. He is within your heart. Ishara Sarvabhutanam Riddesha Arjuna Tishta. He is within our heart. Not only within the heart, he is within the atoms. Ekappasu rachayatam jagadanna koti jachakti rasti jagadanna chayajadantam annantarastham paramanu chayantarastham. His one plenary portion has entered this material world as Garbhodaksai Vishnu. From Garbhodaksai Vishnu, there is expansion of Khirodaksai Vishnu. That Khirodaksai Vishnu has entered every atom. Ekappasu rachayatam jagadanna koti jachakti rasti jagadanna chayajada. So, Krishna is everywhere. And if you are devotee, then you can catch him. This is the secret. Just like electricity is everywhere, electrons. One who can tackle the electrons They can talk without any direct connection by electronic method, thousand miles away. Just like radio message, television message. So, similarly, Krishna is also everywhere. Just like the waves of sound wave is going on. As soon as I produce one sound, immediately within a second, this sound goes round the earth 7 times. See, if a material thing has got so much power, just think how much power God has got. So He is everywhere. Simply you have to catch Him. And He is also ready for being caught. Yes. If somebody wants to catch Him, suppose you are a devotee, if you want to catch Him, He comes forward 10 times than you deserve. He is so kind. Therefore, we have to simply receive Him. So this deity worship in the temple means worshipping Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is Akhilatma Bhuta, where Himself find Him. He is everywhere. Therefore, He has very kindly accepted to assume a form which you can handle. This form of Krishna, the atheist will say that here is a form made of marble. How is that? They are worshipping God, Krishna. That is atheist view. But from the Shastra you understand, Krishna, if He is within the atom, why not within the marble? It is simply understanding, not only within, the marble itself is also Krishna. Because in the Bhagavad Gita, we understand Bhumi, Rapa, Anala, Vayu, Khang, Mana, Buddhi, Rivat. These material elements, earth, water, fire, air, they are Krishna's energy. Krishna says, Bhinna me pakiti astadha. They are my energies, separated energy. So, even if you consider that here is not Krishna but a marble, no, that marble is also Krishna. Marble is all, and Krishna is being omnipotent. Even for your logical argument, even if you say that this is a marble statue, still Krishna is so powerful, omnipotent, that He can accept your service even through this marble. Actually it is not marble. Or from spiritual vision, everything being Krishna, so Krishna can accept your service even through the marble, even through the water, even through the fire. Why not? Energy. Just like if you come to the sunshine, energy of sun, you immediately touch the sun glow. Is it not? Because the beams are coming from the sun glow, so as soon as you touch the sunshine, sunbeam, you touch the sun immediately. And there are yogis who can reach the sun planet through the beams of sun. Because the spirit soul is very, very small, smaller than the atom. Kesagra satubhagasya satubha kulpitasya. And the spirit soul can go everywhere. And it is the speed of spirit soul is greater than the mind. You have got experience of the speed of the mind. In a second, you can go many thousands of miles. Mind. Suppose you are sitting here, those who are Indians, immediately within a second one can reach Calcutta, Bombay, immediately, without even less than a second's time. The mind speed you can imagine. And finer than the mind is the spirit soul. So how much speedy is the spirit soul, that we have to know from the Shastras, Shastra Janita, everything. Therefore, do not think that we have installed a marble statue. The rascals will say they are heathens. No, we are worshipping Krishna personally. Krishna personally, Krishna has kindly assumed this form just because we cannot see Krishna, the gigantic Krishna. Art Krishna is everywhere. Atasya Krishna namadi navaved grayam indriya. Our imperfect senses cannot see Krishna immediately. But Krishna is so kind. As we can see stone, we can see wood, we can see earth, we can see water, we can see color. Therefore, Krishna comes before us, just quite suitable for our vision. But he is Krishna. So this deity worship, those who are in charge of deity worship, they should think that here is a statue. No, here is Krishna. The honor, the respect, the samram means with great honor, you must always think that here is Krishna personally. Don't think that it is a statue. Krishna personally. So you should honor and think also and be cautious so that you may not commit offense. Krishna worship, if you neglect the process, then it will be offensive. There are 64 kinds of offenses. You have seen it in the nectar of devotion. So, not very much. You should be very much clean. First thing is, cleanliness is next to godliness. Very much clean, rise early in the morning, take your bath and perform Mangalarati, then chant Hare Krishna mantra, then read scriptures. In this way, remain 24 hours engaged in Krishna's service. This is the purpose of installing deity. Not that after a few days you think it is a burden. No, then it will be great offense. It is not burden, it is a great opportunity to serve Krishna. As the gopis are serving in Goloka Vrindavan, Krishna is so kind, he has come here to accept your service in a manner in which you can handle it. You can raise Krishna, you can offer prasadam, you can chant his glory. In this way, always remain engaged in Krishna consciousness, and gradually you will find how you are advancing in spiritual life. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Good morning, everyone. So, Srila Prabhupada ended the class in a very beautiful way. That Lord Krishna came, Shri Radha Gokulananda, to accept our service. And, so we shouldn't see them as statues. We should not see them, as a marble. but is the Lord himself. And devotees, some Prabhupada said some they came to dress him, dress the Lord shape, some they cook for them, some they offer arti, flowers, worship. And the Lord, he never forgets the service of anybody. Neither. You can't hear me from the back? Okay. I can't put it in my mouth, sorry. I've got it very close. Maybe you should put the volume up. Where are we? Where was I saying? Okay, so the Lord, he accepts all variety of service, he never forgets. Can you hear me, Maharaj, now? They're giving me another one.
Okay, that's better.
How is it now? Better. All right. So where do I want to go with this? Can you? Okay. The Lord never forgets the service of anybody. Devotees from the past, second generation, senior second generation who came just after, and they didn't manage to get initiation from Prabhupada. They did so much service. And then second generation, so much service they're doing even now. There is a particular devotee that has offered the service to Shri Radha Gokulananda as a guardian. And yesterday, when was it? Day before yesterday, when this devotee was mentioned on different slideshows, a new devotee who's been around for a couple of years asked me, who is this devotee? Particular name, I'll tell you the name in a minute. And I said, he was a temple president here. And you could see, the new devotees, they don't know about it. He's been the guardian of Shri Radha Gokulananda. He saved the Bhaktivedanta Manor. We wouldn't be sitting here if it was not for him. And my heart today, they asked me to facilitate, some devotees to come forward. I felt that Srila Prabhupada wants the presence of these devotees. And I'm going to call him to say a few words. That is Akhandadi Prabhu. So please come forward. And we may forget what devotees they do, but Krishna never forgets. You can put the one chair there.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Radha Gokulananda ki jai, Bhaktivedanta Manor ki jai. Okay.
Can you hear from the back now?
Hare Krishna. I shall try and speak loudly. But this is such a senior gathering of incredible devotees who are so dear to their lordships that it's actually very difficult to speak loudly or at all in this circumstance. We've just heard an amazing class by Srila Prabhupada, so beautifully describing the nature of the spiritual world in Goloka and our little position lost in Devi Dam, in one little planet, floating about in the material world. And here we are. And how Krishna is everything, and he is everywhere. And yet, he is making himself available for us to catch him. Isn't that a wonderful phrase? You can catch Krishna. But how do you do that when he's everywhere? He makes himself available. If we want to see him, if we want to offer service, if we want to glorify him, he makes himself available through the Archa Vigraha, the deity form of the Lord. And he uses the material elements, which are not material elements anymore. They're his energy. They're his elements. They are Krishna. And when Krishna wants to make his appearance, it is fully potent, fully spiritual. Krishna is fully conscious and present there as the deity form. And gives us this opportunity, day after day, year after year, to render service to him, to remember him, to meditate on him, to become attracted, to become purified. We've been given such a blessing. And as Prabhupada said, never think that looking after the deities and serving them should be a burden. There are so many services need to be rendered from early in the morning to late at night throughout the day. And I know that those engaged in the temple often have felt the struggle to maintain those services, not just keep them going, but to maintain them at a high degree of devotion, of dedication, of purity. And it has not been easy. There certainly have been testing times during our 50 years when the called for the devotees to commit themselves to the deities and to do service which is far beyond the call of duty, far beyond what was actually humanly possible in many cases. And many of the devotees who served in those circumstances and retained the devotion to their lordships are present with us in the room today. Many of them still engaged. So our special thanks goes out to all of them. We've been blessed with, we think, the most beautiful deities in the world. All devotees everywhere can say that because they actually see Krishna's beauty in their deities. So it's never wrong to say that. But Prabhupada did say, Gokulananda, absolutely perfect form. Of course, he did say, but Krishna in London, he's a lovely boy. He's a beautiful boy. But we've been so fortunate. It's so easy to become attracted to Krishna, to become inspired, and just to want to dedicate ourselves to the process that Srila Prabhupada has given. So on this day, celebrating the 50th anniversary, we thank Srila Prabhupada. It's all his mercy that we have this opportunity. Yesterday we saw the video, beautifully presented video, with the clips that Yadavar took of Srila Prabhupada dancing around the deities. Now, those of us who worked on the Life Membership Program will remember the Hare Krishna People film that Yadavar also did. And we would watch that film once or twice every single day, year after year after year. So I have seen that clip of Srila Prabhupada offering the arti and dancing with the devotees and raising his hands. And then at the end, I've seen that clip thousands of times, not joking. And every time, it just sends the shivers up my spine. Just thinking about how proud, how pleased Prabhupada was that he had established such wonderful deities among in a wonderful place as Bhaktivedanta Manor, among so many wonderful devotees. And he really hoped that this would be something that would change the whole circumstances for the conditioned souls throughout the British Isles. That's still our task to be done. We are here, we are celebrating 50 years, but we have still to change the whole British Isles into celebrating with us as devotees of Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Akandari Prabhu. So I think we have time for one more person. I don't want to be too masculine. Maybe one lady could. It doesn't have to be necessarily someone initiated by Prabhupada, even a senior second, because it's an inclusive movement. Everybody's important. Someone who was here 1973, and even if he's not initiated by Prabhupada, or there's any ladies who would like to share some memory? One lady for a few minutes. Okay, so we have a Lokadristi. Mataji. Hare Krishna. Do you want to come here or do you want the microphone over there? Actually, this has got a very short wire. It won't go there. You have to come here. No, this is not good. It's not good. Then Janananda Maharaj is going to shout at the hair.
Hare Krishna.
So please
Hare
come, Logadristi. Sarvamangala, you want to also say something?
Okay, I'm not a speaker here. Oops. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hare Krishna, all glories to simple devotees, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. I'm not used to this, and I wasn't prepared for this, but I don't know where to start. There's so many wonderful devotees here. I haven't been to Bhaktivedanta Manor. Well, I left Bhaktivedanta Manor 29 years ago. I moved to America. And I visited 6 years ago, just briefly for a day. So today is so wonderful because so many faces, so many, wonderful friends that I've got to see again. It's just a wonderful gathering. And it means a lot to me. I did meet Srila Prabhupada here in 1973. I wasn't a devotee yet. And we came. It's a long story, but I won't go to all the detail. But I saw Srila Prabhupada singing the Vyasas. I hadn't read any of his books. And the women would stand on this side. The men would stand on that side, for some reason, if my memory is proper. And I remember looking at Srila Prabhupada and the Vyasas, and I thought, oh, if they love their guru so much, why are they offering such an ugly seat? I knew nothing about Krishna consciousness. Anyway, so ultimately, we ended up joining in Toronto because we went to Barry Place. The devotees were like starving. And we thought that's not the place to join because no one was eating. And we didn't want to take food from someone else, So we thought, let's go back to Toronto and join the temple in Toronto. And so that's what we did. And so for years, I kept that thought in my mind, why was I so critical of Srila Prabhupada's Vyasa-san? Why was I so offensive? And then 5 years later, in 1979, we moved back to England. And outside Prabhupada's room, there was a picture of Prabhupada sitting on that Vyasa-san. And underneath there was a caption that said, "Oh, are you expecting Lord Shiva?" So I found out the story and the history, and I'm sure most of you have heard that story. And it was sort of constructed from materials from the manor, banisters and this and that, and it was all very pointed. And so it was removed after Prabhupada made that comment. And they did changes. So that gave me some relief because I was thinking, why was I so critical of Prabhupada's Vyasa-san? But anyway, back to 73 when we came. Well, we came, we were in Toronto, we were on our way to Indonesia, and in Toronto they told us, George Harrison just bought Bhaktivedanta Manor, and you should go visit. George might be there. And so, we flew into Heathrow, took the train to Watford, took the taxi to the manor. We arrived at the manor, and in the driveway was Krishna Bhamati, Bhagavan's wife at the time. And she goes, "You're so fortunate." She says, "Our spiritual master just arrived." So I had no idea my fortune. And it's so nice coming back, because, Prabhupada was standing at the bottom of the steps going up to his rooms, and I was standing there, and he stopped. And he was asking what my plans were. So I'm going on. We're going to Indonesia. We're traveling across land to India and so on and so forth. And our next stop is Paris. And then Bhagavan was standing across from us and he goes, "Oh, Paris? You must come to Paris. We have the best prasadam." And it was so weird. It shows you how fallen I was because I can remember what Bhagavan said. Because it was about prasadam, probably. But I don't remember the exact words of Srila Prabhupada. But then when we went back to Toronto and joined the temple in Toronto, what amazed me the most was there's a house full of like 50 devotees, crammed in. And they're all going to Mangalarati. They're all chanting 16 rounds. They're all doing service, book distribution. Like everywhere else, books were just going out the door. And they all came to me and they said, "You met Srila Prabhupada?" And I was like shocked because I was shocked. I was like, "You haven't? You're following all these things and you're doing and you're dedicating your life in such a way and performing all this austerity and you haven't met your guru?" I was like shocked. I always thought you had to meet your guru to accept him. And here's this whole household of these young people, so dedicated. And so I thought, this person is not an ordinary person. There's some power here, some power that I need to find out more about. This... And Srila Prabhupada is so kind. He's always engaged me in serving him in so many ways. And my service ended up being decorating his Vyasa song wherever I went. Without a conscious effort about my whole criticism. But it ended up being a service. And in fact, even in Vrindavan, I reupholstered his Vyasa song twice. And it's just been that service of... So this whole theme of Vyasa-san, and then I ended up marrying a devotee. His name is Vyasa-san. Everything's always tied in together, This we don't know, right? We don't know how Krishna works, right? I did want to say something about one of my god sisters. She's the one who put me up to speak, and she didn't want to speak, but it's a very, very amazing devotee, Astasaki. And she shared with me a story, and my memory of Astasaki, many memories, but one very strong memory was when there was difficulty at the manor, and all the devotees had left. There was no one here. And Astasaki, she had 2 of her own children, and she was babysitting another devotee's child who had gone to India. And it was a couple of days before Gurpurnim. And she told me the story of how some Indian man came with his bus, and because there was no one here and everyone had left, he said he was going to take Radha Gokulananda. And she chased him out. She locked the doors, she locked the windows. And she cooked all the offerings. She said she stayed up till midnight, putting the Lord to sleep, woke up in the morning to dress the deities for the day. And this she did on her own, and it's just amazing. And then on Gurpurnim, it was like she was praying to Krishna saying, what can I do? I have no flowers. I have no flowers to offer to you. How can I decorate you? I have no flowers to offer to you on Gurpurnim. And Krishna spoke to her and said, look behind the curtain. And so she went and looked behind the curtain, and there was buckets and buckets of hyacinths that had just bloomed. And she covered the deities completely with hyacinths all over them. There was no garlands, but they were totally covered in hyacinths. And she wanted me to share that with you all. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Lagadisti. It's Radha Govinda Prabhu here, my boss, the manager. Do we have time for one more, or do you want to bring Prabhupada down? We have to feel your pulse. One more. Okay. Thank you. So we will call Mahavishnu Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Amagana Timurandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Jaina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gobhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Radha Gokulananda ki, Shri Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Gonitai ki, Shri Prabhupada ki. So particularly I was interested to come to hear Prabhupada's lecture because I never heard it when I was there. I fell asleep immediately. Really. It was just like, I don't know what happened. They carried me up to the Brahmachi room. I woke up about 2 days later. Because Shamasundar, the GPC, was in a panic state. Prabhupada was coming, and we had to install the deities. We had to build the Singhasan, and we had to clean all the panels. There were about 6 or 7 of us, 10 of us. We had to clean this place up. It was panic. He said, you don't have to sleep. You don't have to come to Mangalarti. You can take prasadam, but we have to get it ready for Prabhupada to come. So, that was those are marching orders. So that's what we were doing. He said, you don't have to chant your rounds. Don't have to chant your rounds, don't have to sleep, don't have to come to Mangaladi. You can take prasadam, but everything has to be ready. So this was just like emergency service. So we were really into it, totally. And Lokajiti Manaji, I have to make a confession. I was building that Vyasa. No, actually, it was Shamasundar's idea. Shamasundar's here, no? But Shamasundar's idea. He wanted to make a Vyasa like the speaker's chair in the House of Lords. He even went to the House of Lords and checked out the chair. So then, somehow or other, they took all the fireplaces and everything, and they built this Vyasasan. And it was his design. It wasn't my design. I promise it wasn't my design. But anyway, it's all this beautiful oak. I'd been to art college and everything. I had a little bit of artistic sense. So all this beautiful oak from the fireplaces, turned it into this amazing Vyasasan. Very unusual looking. And some devotee embroidered a lotus that was going to go behind Prabhupada. So I was sitting right there, and it was all nice oak, right? Oak. And then Shamasundar brought me this pot of gold paint, like cheap gold paint. And he said, "Now paint it." I thought, oh no, how can I paint this oak with gold paint? Anyway, I thought, no, he's GBC, he's in charge. I'm just a new devotee, a couple of years to 3 years. So I was sitting on the floor painting that Vyasasan. And then I heard creaking coming down the stairs. You know what that means? It means Srila Prabhupada was coming down the stairs with Shruti Kirti. He's coming down the stairs. I thought, oh no, Prabhupada's going to see me painting this oak fireplace, Vyasasan, with gold paint. I thought he's going to, excommunicate me. I thought he came in the door, and I was just there painting it. I thought, there's only one way out of this, to pay my obeisances, and then maybe he'll forgive me, So then Prabhupada came in, and I saw his feet getting closer and closer to where I was painting had been painting the Vyasa. I thought he's going to kick me in the face. I really thought he was going to. I was cringing like this. He's going to kick me in the face. And then he went past. And then he was inspecting how we were working, everything. Swayambhur was there, many of us were there. We were building the Singhasan from the old previous Rathayatra cart. Yeah. Shamasundar was designing everything. He wanted it to look Gothic, making everything. He wanted everything to be Gothic. He thought this would be the best style. And actually, this Vyasasan was also a little bit Gothic, because it was based on the Houses of Parliament, and everything was. But there's one thing I really regret. Actually, I shouldn't say anything. I regret anything. But Prabhupada danced around. I was there, but by that time, 4 or 5 days without sleep, solid work. I was just on the state of collapse, and I was just leaning against the wall like that. We're doing the kirtan. I could hardly stand up. An amazing thing was, you may not think this is true, but during that kirtan when Prabhupada was going around, then I would jump up in the air, and then I would pass out in the air. Yeah, it's just blackout. I'd find myself on the floor. What happened? Then I'd jump up again, and then I'd pass out again. Yeah, 3 times I did that, you know. So by the time Prabhupada sat on the Vyasa-san and gave the class, that was it, finished. I sat down, I was unconscious. Yeah, those are my memories of the installation. Srila Prabhupada King. Sri Harinam. Sri Harinam Sankirtan King. Thank you. Finish.
Vishnu Maharaj ki jai.
Yes, Rama Prabhu ki.
Okay, so we adjourn the morning program here, but it will continue. So we will ask someone to start the kirtan and invite the Prabhupada to come down. Is the Prabhupada from upstairs? So please stay to receive Prabhupada, just like Vishnu Maharaj was there. He didn't run away. Stay. We receive a Prabhupada, and then we'll escort him to the Haveli. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Haribo. Kirtan.
Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Pastyacha Desha Tarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Gauranga Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Prabhupada.
I am, yeah. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radhe.
Today afternoon.
Today
after the program.
Good. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go Ranga. Go Ranga and tell him that.
Panram, you can do that.
Huh? What do I do?
Nothing.
Okay. Hey, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Maybe
Something in there.